I want to show you some work in progress material from our hand-drawn horse riding and stable management game today. So some of our name screens were polished to like mostly final visual quality so that we could show them in the announcement trailer. But there's lots of other parts of the game that are very heavy on UI placeholders and sketch graphics, like the horse trader, where you can go to buy horses, sell horses, and get your mares covered by stallions. This is what that looks like in the game right now, so it's functional, it can be played. But what we want for it to be is not just a menu, but like a place that you go to in this point-and-click style world. This is how we imagine the outdoor view. So that's just sort of supporting that feeling of going to an actual place rather than just clicking through menus, even though our world is completely 2D and you don't actually like walk there. Our next step then was to figure out how that would look indoors. So which elements would be part of the game world, which would like remain as UI elements, what would go where. So our artist, Anna, made a few variations to figure out what we wanted. And we settled on this layout where you have the like horses for sale in individual stalls here at the back. And one horse is being like shown to you with more info being presented at the bottom. Our team's programmer, Teresa, then starts building this scene in Unity and using like final graphics where we have them, such as for the horses, and using sketch and placeholder elements for the rest. Because that way we can get the functionality one step further, see if it all works as intended, and sort of know what proportions things need to have before Anna starts to like flesh out the rest of the visual assets. And it's really important to us to work in this sort of iteration before adding all of the detail of our final intended art style, as you can see it here, because everything in our game is hand-drawn, and that is a very time-consuming process. So we want to make sure that we know what goes where, what needs to be what size, is it all like functional and understandable before we invest the time to draw every single line. I say we, it's Anna, it's our artist, our illustrator. I'll tag her below. And the same applies to a lot of parts of the game right now. So if you saw our trailer and were like, I want to play this now, this is why you can't just yet. We actually have a ton of work to do to finish and polish before the game is complete. And we just like polish the parts we knew we wanted to use in the announcement trailer. And that's not because we wanted to make the game appear more finished than it is, but because we wanted to get our Steam page live in order to gather wish lists. And for that, you kind of show it from the best site that you have at the moment. Let me know if you think this kind of behind the scenes explanation and like work in progress material is interesting to you. Leave a like house emoji down in the comments if you do, and if you'd like to see more like this. And of course, check out my recent videos for more info on the game. But hi, if you're new here, this is Horses of Hoofprint Bay. It's coming to Steam for PC sometime in 2026.